Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another debt pay down progress report or tracker. I am closing out the month of March today, and I'm just going to first start by showing you where we started. This is us in December 2022. If you can see here, I have a total of $50,330,000 in credit card debt. I have about 15 cards. Yes, way too much. Until then, two of them have been closed. But I have a total of $50,000, $330 in credit card debt. Student loan debt and taxes is about $108,000, but I'm not touching these right now, making the minimum payments on my IRS taxes. And I also have an auto loan I purchased a new car in December for a balance of $37,158. All of this added up to 100 a whopping $195,620.07. So this is an overview of all of my debt and how I am chipping down at it one at a time. Part one of this whole debt pay down progress is to start with my credit card debt. So that's why in this next sheet, I'm going to break down all of this debt, how much progress I made in reducing this debt in the month of March. So here's the spreadsheet kind of showing you my debt, all of my credit card debt. So what I do, I write down in detail what each credit card is, how much my APR is, what the credit limit is, what are my payments. What is hidden here in some sections that you may not see is that I also write down what the due date is, when the closing date is. All of those details are written on this spreadsheet. If you're interested in this spreadsheet, please leave me your information. Leave it down below, and I'm going to try to see if I can upload it in the next debt progress tracker so that you guys can start doing the same thing. In this end of balance transfer, many of my cards, if you are new to my channel, welcome, dear. I'm happy to have you here. For those of you who've been here before, I apologize for repeating some of the information for our new friends here, but a lot of my cards were balance transfer. And for a while, I was not checking when those transfers were ending. And eventually, I realized that yes, I should probably track down when those balances are ending. Well, actually, it wasn't eventually, it was after Lowe's had charged me $800 of back interest because I did not pay off the card by the time my interest was due. Whew, that hurt. I'm going to tell you, that was very painful. So I have learned since then to make sure I am tracking when the balance transfer is going to end and to make sure I'm tracking how much I am paying in interest every single month. So let's go ahead and check this out. So right now, I only have about 5 cards charging me interest. That's why my interest is only $514. So it looks like last month, before we review March 2020, let's look at the month of February. I started off with 50,000 in December. In January, I paid off almost about $4,500. I went to $45,745.11. In February, that was a big month, you guys. I paid off almost $8,000, like, well, $7,500 plus. I paid off about $7,680 to take the balance down to 38,000 and $65. And this month, it looks like we are at a $34,953.25 balance. Let's go line by line. My Capital One card last month was 4,192. This month it is 3,859. That's a reduction of $333. The next Capital One card, my balance last month was $3,267. My balance this month is $0. Cue the clap. We love seeing this, right? We love seeing zero in those balance numbers for sure. The next Capital One card is also a zero. I've been pretty good at maintaining this at a zero. But I still got charged interest for that Capital One card though, because I carried a balance throughout the month. So I was charged $83 for in interest for that card. The first Capital One card, I was charged $104 in interest. So we do need to work on paying this one off. And then my last Capital One card, ooh, this is a whooping big one. My balance last month was $5,363. Shame on me. The balance on this card went up to $6,448, which is an increase of $1,085 or 17% of the credit limit. The 17%, I'm sorry, increase from what it was last month. The shameful part here is I did tell myself that I was not going to use credit cards, but I'm still struggling and still have a lag with my expense reports. So I really have to get my butt in gear. When life gets a little bit busier, what happened this month of March? I had a trip to Europe. I traveled to Europe, ended up buying extra tickets, ended up doing way more spending on Amazon and shopping than expected. Please be on the lookout for my budget closeout videos for reality on why I ended up putting some of these on credit cards. You know, it's such it's the struggle, right? Two steps forwards, one step back. But I did increase um my balance on this particular card, but we'll work on it. Of course, I'm paying for it because my interest here is $129, which is definitely more than what I paid last month. Let me see. Let's go on a quick tangent here and see how much. Yes, so it is a little significantly higher than what I got last week. But I haven't been doing very good with this card for some reason because this is the card that, despite me telling myself that I am not going to use my credit cards, I am finding myself using this card more than I'm finding myself using this particular card more for work stuff. Okay. I'll go ahead and hide. Next, we have my Bank of America card. My Bank of America card, the balance last month was 2,163, went down only by $62. That's because I'm only paying the minimum balance. That's a 3% decrease. And interest paid on this one was $38. Next, Bank of America card. This one is a 0% balance transfer card. I have a I had a balance last month of $2,241. This month, my I reduced the balance by $50, which is about 2%, to $2,141. $191. It's a 0% balance card, so no interest for me. The next card I have is my one of my Discover card. The balance last month was $5,597. I decreased the balance to $5,464, and that is a decrease of about $133. That is also around 2% decrease on this card. They did charge me interest of $109. So this is definitely going to be a card that I'm going to have to prioritize in making sure I get paid off as quickly as possible. Discover card number 2, my balance last month was $6,455. My balance this month is $6,226. That's a decrease of $230 or 4% of the balance. 0% interest. We like that. This month, I have Next is the American Express card. Last month, my balance was $3,870. And this time, my balance is $3,781. That's a decrease of $89 or 2%. You're starting to notice a trend. It seems to me like when you pay just the minimum, it's around that 2%. This one, it's showing the balance of 0%, but that's going to be short lived. As soon as next month, they're going to start charging me interest because March was my last month of 0% interest. Wells Fargo, this is another one that's also coming due very soon. Um, I had a balance last month of $395. This month, the balance is $370. That's a decrease of $25 or 7%. This one, my actual payment is, I pay a little bit more than the payment. That's why you see the 7% decrease. My utilization rate for this one is only about 5%. So I'm taking it easy in paying this off, and it's also a 0% interest. Next up, we have my Citi card. The balance last month was $1,919. The balance this month is $1,890. That's a $29 change and a decrease of 2%. I have another Citi card. Last month, the balance was $915, and the balance this month is $886. That's a decrease of $29 or 3% from last month. And the next two cards I have are the Synchrony Bank card. Remember when I told you earlier that two of them are closed? Let me go on a little bit of a tangent here. If you are going to have credit cards, avoid one, Synchrony Bank, and two, just all of these store cards in general. Get credit cards that can give you cash back. Like all of these other ones that I've listed so far will make great candidates. Synchrony Bank is just a really bad card because they have shut down a lot of people's accounts, and they shut my account down too. And it was for a very frivolous reason after I had paid down almost 80% of the card. But it really didn't bother me because I had planned on closing down that card anyways. So as soon as they shut down one card, I asked them to shut down all of them. So I will never sign up for those in-store cards. I will always keep credit cards. I'm not a credit card hater. I just think that I should be better at using credit cards. Like I know too much about money to be acting a fool when it comes to credit cards. If I have one advice to give, stay away from Synchrony Bank at all cost. So with this particular card, one of my Synchrony Bank card was paid to zero. Even before they closed down the account, I had paid off one of this card. My other Synchrony Bank card is my Lowe's card, and I had almost $10,000 of a credit limit of $10,000. Had paid it off to about $1,600 until they shut down my account. Last month's balance on this card was $1,688, and it went up. Another reason I hate them is the interest is ridiculous. If you look over here, they charge you the highest percent interest of all these cards, and they offer you zero benefits. So just don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. My balance this month was $1,739. That's an increase of $51 or 3% from last month's balance. And they charged me an interest of $51, which is about 3%, 3.04% of the existing balance from last month. And I have one more card. It's very small, and I will most likely be closing this card down too. It's only about $500, and I've never actually used the card. I'm surprised it's still open. So that's a wrap. This month I paid off what is a total of 3,100 and well, technically I paid off more than that. I technically paid down almost $4,000, but when you substitute the $1,000 that's an increase, it looks like I only paid down $311. My current total is 3,400. And yeah, so let me see if you were to delete this and delete that. Yes, so I've paid off $4,247 in credit card debt, which is really good. That's about a decrease of that's about 5% of my total balance. So that is it. Right now, my utilization rate is at $44.31. We are going to see how I'm going to do next month, but that is a wrap for today's video. Um, you know, progress. 34,000 is still a lot of money, but I feel confident that I can comfortably pay down the rest of this debt by before the fall. That's my goal. If I can finish paying off credit card debts before the fall and then tackle the car, I will be at a really, really good place. Thank you all so much for your time. Thank you for joining me today and looking at all this madness that is my credit cards. I will see you guys in the next month's video when I do a wrap up of my credit card or debt pay down progress for the month of April. Until then, every week I post budget with me videos where I show you weekly how I am tracking on my expenses, because the key to me seeing progress in my debt is to track everything I'm spending and to budget accordingly. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day, week, etc. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.